Hi, this is Miss DeVito, and today I'm going to show you how to make Irish soda bread. We usually do this as a fundraising event in the senior class, so we decided to share the recipe with all of you. Soda bread began as an affordable necessity and was a solution to many food problems facing Ireland at the time. While soda bread is mostly famously attributed to Ireland, it was actually first created by Native Americans. They were the first to be documented using pearl ash, a natural form of soda formed from the ashes of wood, to leaven their bread without yeast. The Irish later discovered and replicated the process. While it seems like an ancient recipe, Irish soda bread history began in the 1830s when baking soda, or bicarbonate soda, was first introduced to the country. At the time, widespread famine meant bread had to be made out of the most basic and cheapest ingredients available. The four ingredients were soft wheat flour, salt, baking soda, and sour milk. Buttermilk is more commonly used today. Since yeast wasn't readily available, the combination of baking soda and buttermilk acted as a leavening agent, causing the bread to rise. The soft wheat flour was better for quick breads rather than the hard wheat flour typically found in yeasted bread. Since Ireland's unique climate was only suitable to grow soft wheat, soda bread was the perfect match for the country. Many Irish families also lived in isolated farm areas with no access to ovens, and soda bread solved this problem too. The bread was cooked in three-legged iron pots or baked on griddles over open hearths. This gave the bread its famous hard crust and dense texture and slightly sour tang. The unique texture of soda bread is a result of the reaction between the acidic sour milk and baking soda, which formed small bubbles of carbon dioxide in the dough. While the basic ingredients have remained the same, many Irish families add their own extras like raisins, caraway seeds, and honey. This is a picture of what caraway seeds look like. They add a slightly nutty anise or licorice taste. Now I'm going to show you what you need for this recipe. I gave you the recipe in both grams and cups so you can make it easily at home. For this recipe, you're going to need 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 cups of raisins. You will need 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of granulated sugar. You'll also need 2 eggs at room temperature, as well as 1 cup of buttermilk. Your last ingredient will be 4 ounces or 1 stick of butter melted. You're going to need a rubber spatula, a wooden spoon, a portion scoop if you'd like to make muffins, along with a muffin pan, pan spray, and if you're going to make it into a loaf, you're going to need a pie dish. So let's mix our recipe. The first thing I did was take all of my dry ingredients and I put them together in a large mixing bowl. So took my flour, my sugar, my raisins, my baking powder, baking soda, salt. And if you wanted to add any other ingredients, you would add them at this stage. So if you wanted to add caraway seeds or if you wanted to add cranberries, you would add that here. In a separate bowl, I'm going to take my wet ingredients, just my eggs and my buttermilk, and I'm going to mix them together. I'm going to mix them well, and then I'm going to add them into my dry mixture. Just a note that if you do not have buttermilk, you could take 1 cup of milk and add 1 tablespoon of vinegar, white vinegar to it, and that will help you have the taste of buttermilk. So I'm just going to mix this together well. Okay, you'll notice that it is a little bit of a tacky dough, so I want to mix most of it here in the bowl instead of on the counter. When about 3/4 of the way mixed, I'm going to add in my 4 ounces of melted butter. We're adding butter at this stage of the recipe because we want to add flavor, we want to add moisture, but if we would have added it too early, it may not have made such a dense cake or bread. So if we add it at the end, it will not affect that. So after all the ingredients are well combined, I'm going to place it into a greased pie plate. So I just sprayed a little bit of pan spray on top of it, and I'm just going to put the whole bread into this pie. I'm just going to make sure that I spread the mixture evenly throughout the pan, and then I'm going to place it in a 325-degree preheated Make sure you rotate it halfway in between, and after an hour you can check it with a toothpick to make sure that it is completely done inside. So if the toothpick comes out clean, you could take it out of the oven. Just make sure to watch the top as the raisins will burn. Now I will show you how to make muffins out of the same Irish soda bread mixture. So you are going to take a heaping scoop, so that's probably about a quarter of a cup of the Irish soda bread mixture, and I'm going to place it into a well-greased muffin tin. This recipe will make about 16 to 20 Irish soda bread muffins. You can cook them at 325 degrees for about 15 to 20 minutes, doing the same toothpick test that you did on the loaf. If you do not have a pie tin or a muffin tin, you can put it into any type of pan that you would care to cook it in, and just adjust the cooking time based off of its thickness. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you like this recipe, don't forget to like it, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell for notifications for when we upload new videos.